Jesus. Um, this one's only going to be a short one. I just got back from the gym. I'm going to have a shower and chill out. Um, this is just past girlfriends. Um, my first ever girlfriend, her name was Lauren Urquhart. She was my everything when I was young. Like, I loved that girl like with a passion when I was in high school. She was my dream, and she broke my heart. She broke my spirit and everything when I was young. I absolutely adored that girl. Like, when you're young and dumb and you want a queen, you want a girl to be your wife. That's what I wanted, and she was the girl I wanted. And I was so, because I had severe acne problem. I was so afraid to ask her out, and guys used to ask her out for me because I was so afraid of the rejection because of the way I looked. She ended up asking me out in year 10, and all I remember is when she come over once and we had sex. I don't even like it was shit. Like, I was terrible. It was the first time I ever did. I didn't even know if I put in the right hole or anything. But that's how pathetic I was. So it was the first time. And when she dumped me after it, it was like, what I heard was just like, thanks. I didn't realize how discriminative women were until after that. That was what the start was of opening my eyes to how inhumane women can be. Like, Lauren was a dream to me. She was a beautiful girl to me. She had like brownish, blondish hair. I think she was a natural blonde. She had huge breasts because to me that was for children. That's why I was so attracted to her. She was a blonde, pretty girl and had breasts for children. And I was attracted to her straight away. She was beautiful to me. And that was the first girl, and she absolutely destroyed me because that was the first girl, and it killed me. Like, it took I don't know how long, and then one girl lied to me about her age, and that destroyed me. And then I went out with Rowena Resnick. She was a beautiful Thai girl I met in the hospital. I was immature, so was she. I blame myself for it. But also, you're young, you're immature, and yeah, she was special to me. She was the second girl I went out with. She was very special. She broke my heart too because we ended just weird. It was the weirdest breakup ever. It's like I remember when we broke up, she goes, "Oh, one more time for good luck." I just went, "That's just pointless." And then I went out with, oh no, I went out with Rebecca Thorning before Ryan Resnick. Well, that was the worst one. Rebecca Thorning was the worst girl I ever went out with. She treated me like trash. She was a stuck-up bitch. Like, now I look back on it, she was just a stuck-up bitch who had no. She was just selfish. I was immature. I had a lot of weird stuff going with me, but it was like they think that you should know what they're thinking, and you don't. No guy at that age knows what you're thinking. If you think something is upsetting you, you say something, but they don't. They just selfish. You should know. It's just like, I don't know. I'm a young, immature male, and you're a young, immature woman. Like, so yeah, it was Lauren, then Rebecca, then the one night stand. It was terrible. The girl lied to me. I was only young, and then Rowena, beautiful girl, absolutely. And then I went out with the mother of my child. I love my daughter, but I wish it never happened because that's crushed me even more. Like, every relationship has just turned out bad because I was immature and I didn't learn that don't go near women until you're ready. till you're ready to settle down. And then I went out with Karina. That was bad. That was one of the worst experiences I've ever had in my life. Like, that woman just wants you to worship her and wants you to give her everything, and she wants to do nothing for you. And it's like she'll only do something if you do something for her. And it was just, she ended up going to jail. And like, I don't know the full story, but it was bad. I remember the cops asked me, and I'm like, I don't know. She needed help. I tried to help her, and she just abused it. And I'm like, I don't need this. Other coppers were asking me, I don't know, dude. She took my car, used to go away, and I'm like, I was being nice. So I'm like, never again will I do that for a woman. Well, that was like 12 years ago. And then I tried again, and like, every woman are just not, they're not in it for the hard yards. It's just like they want everything to be easy. And I used to be a really, really romantic, like, what do they call it? Romantic gentleman, because it's how I was brought up. And then you just abused it. You were just a-holes. And I was just like, nah, this is wrong. I'm not being this kind for you to be a piece of shit. You have no right to treat me like that. Like, I was just like, nah, this is wrong. I don't care. And then I started listening to people who were talking the same thing. That's when I come across Hammerhand, Undead Chronic, Sandman, Yeetus. I came across them guys, and they were saying what I was saying. They're saying, don't trust women. It doesn't matter how big your dick is, how much money you got, blah blah blah. They don't love you. If you're not the first pick that they choose, they don't love you. And I was just like, I understand that totally. If they're not interested in you at the start, and because the guy that they want at the start doesn't want them, then they'll come to you. They don't love you. It's disgusting. It is. It's disgusting. Like, there's a woman I commented on Yee saying it's good to see him having freedom, and she just goes, oh, seeking attention. And I wrote a comment saying, that's one of women's best traits, is seeking attention. Like, I think I read something like that. And I say, and then I just wrote, well, women seeking attention, 80% of divorces, they look at only 10% of the men. Like, you're inhumane garbage to me. You treat men like they're a piece of clothing at a clothing store. Oh, that's a nicky one. That's a bad one. Oh, that one's okay. No, we're not clothing or rubbish. We're human beings, and this crap is always, oh, we treat women bad. We treat women bad. You treat men like absolute shit. If you wanted men to treat you good, wouldn't you? Wouldn't I suggest you treat them good? Well, it's not being a smart or anything, but if you wanted a good man, wouldn't you treat him kindly and show him that you want to be good so you can be treated good? Like, isn't it what goes around comes around? Do unto others you'd have done to you. Like, you know, um, you know. So that's, I haven't had many girlfriends. Have I slept with prostitutes before? Yes. I haven't always been a follower of Christ. I was not well parented. I love my parents, but I wasn't well parented. I'll be the first one to say that. Like, I was just taught wrong. And I've done so many dirty things to God that are sins. Like, in the human world, I'm an angel, because, yeah, but to God, I'm disgusting. So that's how I see it. I'm disgusting because I hardly drink. I don't go to parties. I don't want to fight people. I stay away from people. I've had enough experience growing up as a kid. Like, I don't seek that. Clubbing and that, I'm like, no. When I was young, I had too many people wanting to beat the living crap out of me for no reason. So, no. I used to go out to clubs, and there'd be a team of people wanting to fight me. Like, I remember carrying a bouncer on my back while another one smacked me in the face. And I was just like, this is just crap. Like, anywhere I go, because of the way I look, I'm just targeted. Like, you think it's just like, how do I put this? People think that they're only targeted. Wrong. Because I'm not. Look at me, man. I'm an easy target. Oh, look at this. We'll just attack this white guy because yeah, he's not good looking. Girls don't want to talk to him. No one wants to get him, so we'll just give him shit. That's what I grew up with. You know, and girls were not shy about showing how much they dislike or had I brought them distaste, and they used to do it on purpose. And now, like everywhere I go, they act like they're innocent angels. TV, radio, anywhere you go, they act like angels. But I'll never forget growing up. I'll never forget from basically the year 5 and 6 and upwards. Like everything else before that is just like a blur. Like you have every now and then you'll have things you remember. Like, oh yeah, but most of the time I can't remember anything. Like from year 5 and 6, it's pretty straightforward because you start to gather your brain or you start to actually understand things. And so, like, it was just constant every day, just every day. That's why I went and learned boxing because I just found, like Dad said, you're not getting beat up. Go learn boxing to defend yourself. Why. Every day I was going to school going, who wants to punch me today? Who hates me today? That was my life every day. But I didn't see it as bullying because I was like, they want to fight me, well, we're going to have to fight. I remember a guy punched me in the back because he didn't want to face me head on. Like, I didn't even say anything about fighting to anyone. I just did boxing. And I went around the school, oh, you're this. And I'm like, because I do boxing, I'm this. Like, and I played football and I was real sporty. Wasn't a very smart kid, but I played sport, done woodwork, metalwork. I wasn't very good at plastics. I was good at or woodwork. I was better at metalwork. Metalwork was good for me. Um, yeah, like just every day, and I'm just like, and today, the same people are the ones saying about all this word salad nonsense. Like they're the first ones to come out. Oh no, bullying! Don't say this. And I'm sitting there going, oh, it's changed now. We're all grown up now. But why? Because it's going to happen to your kids. What goes around comes around. Like I will never forget it for the rest of my life. The childhood and just going, holy crap! Like, what are your parents teaching you? Like, the amount of rage I used to go every day to school was unbelievable. I just rage every day in my head. Like, who's going to be an asshole to me today because of the way I look? Who's going to say something to just like basically belittle me? And it's just like, well, okay, I'm going to strike back. And that's what it was every day. I'd be getting in trouble every day. And I'd get blamed for it. And I'm like, okay, that's fair enough. But what about what they're doing? I was always in trouble, kicked out of class and everything because I wouldn't like they'd all have their teams and that. I remember I said to a guy that he was trying to be a real smart ass, and I just had a gut for when I turned around. I said, "Your mum period's in the sink and you drink it," and everyone, and I go, "That's a mad payout, dude. That is an absolute ripper of a thing." I'm saying you drink your mum's period, you dickhead. I just burnt you. I go, like they just. I was that kid getting attacked, called pizza face and crater hair, ugly. I put up with it every day, but I didn't cry about it. I never went into my shell about it. I struck out. I was just one of them guys, just like F you. And, I was just one of them kids. Like, I was just brought up to, like, I remember there was this Indigenous kid every day, he'd just come in and he'd be attacking me. And then one day we're walking into PE and there was no one there. And I just went, right, no witnesses. I can do this now. I don't care who he thinks he is. He's going to get a shock of his lifetime because I grew up with Indigenous kids. Like I've been around heaps of them. I went to a school where I was like 3 white kids in a whole Indigenous school. Like Indigenous people are the same as any other one. You have your good ones, you have your bad ones. and this guy was obviously a bad one, and he just hated me because I was white. And he come at me, and he said something to me. I said, "Don't," and he just kept going. I just grabbed him around the throat, and I remember I slammed him against the wall, and I said, "Look, dude, I don't care about your race. I don't care about your color. Leave me the f alone." And I threw him on the ground, and he goes, "I'm telling the Weldons on you, blah blah blah." Yeah, and he was the reason I got gang bashed because the gutless coward. I would have destroyed him. Yeah, I'll never forget you, Robert Smith. I would have destroyed you. I would have walked straight through you like you were nothing. But instead of going, yeah, no worries, and being a good person, you went and being a gutless cow when and got people to beat the living crap out of me. And I can't remember. I don't know how many were there, but I've still got the evidence and pictures of when you gang bashed me. And then, I think it was like a week later, you're all being real nice. I think something happened. I'm not too sure what happened, but I think some people had some words to your family about it and said, "Ever touch me again," and blah blah blah. So, I mean, I didn't like every day people call me ugly and blah 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 and racist and all that. I went to school my whole life putting up with that, and my favourite player to play rugby league was an Indigenous guy named Steve Runoff. He was my favourite player. I loved him. I adored him. I had a Broncos jumper with 3 on it, and every day I had an Indigenous kid at school giving me shit, and I'm like, ain't this some bullshit? He's just at me for because I'm white. I don't care. My favourite player is an Indigenous guy, and I'm just like, you just can't win. Like, what are you meant to do? And it's carried on all my life. With like my favourite rapper is Tupac Shakur, and like, and martial artists. You've got Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan, Jet Li, John Jones. Um, Michael J. White. Um, who else you got? You got George St. Pierre. Um, just so many different people, and I've grown up with my whole life just getting told I'm white, I'm shit, and I'm just like, yeah, no worries. This is going to be life, my whole life, because you say so. And I'm just like, no, kiss my ass. Like, you just want to attack me because of my skin tone, and I'm just like, I thought we didn't want that with people. I thought we didn't want to judge people on their skin tone, but their character. And the worst thing about it is I'm not attracted to white women. I'm attracted to Asian and black women. I think they're beautiful, but it's just like, you're not allowed to have that because you're white. It's like, well, how do you win with people? Like, I'm not allowed to like other races because I'm white, or I have to be a racist, or I just don't understand people. That's my whole thing. I don't understand people. Like, I'm not allowed to be human, and just like, we have to say what's racist and what's not, and keep that fight going. And uh, you know, it's just so confusing. Like how many guys in the world when they were young, looked at Jennifer Lopez and went, "That girl's hot," and she's a Latina. Like, and then you look at what you have Beyonce, like Beyonce. Other than what comes out of her mouth and the way she acts, Beyonce is, I'm not going to lie, she's a beautiful woman. How can you not say Beyonce is not a beautiful woman? She's absolutely gorgeous. But what comes out of her mouth and what she does, I mean, that's another thing. You know. Then you had that other girl who was in Destiny Child. Like, what's her name? One girl with the short hair. I can't remember her name, but she was a beautiful girl. Beautiful, like the way she presented herself too was like she come across as a nice girl. Like, other than Beyonce and that other one, like the one with the short hair, she actually come on with Kelly or whatever her name is. Like, don't quote me on her name, but she was an attractive girl, and the way she used to speak when people used to talk to her was like she was like, But she was the one who done that one with the song with Nelly. I can't remember her name. Don't tell me that. Um, Like and Janet Jackson. Janet Jackson. When I was a kid, that girl was honey. When I was a kid, I loved Janet Jackson when I was a kid. Like I remember my sister, she let me borrow her the first album she had, Black Cat or whatever. It's Black Cat. I think that was the album or whatever it's called. Rhythm Nation. That's the one. I adored her. I mean, it's a girl music, but I just wanted to hear her voice because I was so in love with her when I was a kid. Tyra Banks. Oh, Tyra Banks in Higher Learning. Like that was beautiful. She was a beautiful girl. And every day you got to wake up because you're white. Oh, you can't say that. Or I'll just be honest with you. You wake up, they say white. Oh, your dick's not big enough. It's like, no worries. And it's like, well, no worries. Like, well, what do you want me to say to that? Suck shit. Like, okay, no worries. I thought, well, we weren't being discriminative to humans. I thought we're having loving and caring. And it's just like, why do you keep bullshitting? Why do people keep lying? Okay, let's just take away you're not allowed to say anything. Take away you're not allowed to say anything. Just say it. Okay, that's the truth. Fine, let's get on with it. Don't come up with dumb laws that no one follows when it's like, don't be discrimination. Don't be discriminating. But you have a certain groups that are protected by your discrimination act and other groups that aren't. Like, I'm so over it. It's just like, why can't it just be if someone's a criminal, they're convicted? Not you have to pick the agenda or their poor background. What a load of rubbish. Every people has strugglers. Like it's got nothing to do with skin tone. Like that's the thing that hurts me the most is what we're doing between the races. Is like it's just I don't I don't believe. Is there racism? Is there really racism, or is it just people bring it up to make it a thing? Like seriously, can't you just look at someone and go, "Hey, going, blah blah blah"? I mean, the only reason I bring it up a lot now is because every day I get told I'm white and I have a privilege. I look at where I'm living and what I've gone through, and I'm like, where's my privilege? It tears my heart to pieces. Like, what privilege? I never got a leg up. I had to work. But my dad said work to get money, and that was just what it was. It wasn't, oh, you just get to sit around and do nothing. No, it was get off your ass. And when I was a kid, I think it was like when I lived with my dad, I was like 9, 10. I had to pick up the dog's poo at the back. That was my job, and I had to do other things with dad. It was just like this is your job. You got to do a man things. Like, but I didn't have to do many things because there were so many kids. Like, but every holidays when I was living with my dad, I think what 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Like, yeah, it was like 6 years I lived with my dad. And then when I got to 16 is where we had a falling out and I went, nah, you can get effed. I'm going. And I never went home. Like, I left home. I ended up on the street and I was just living on the street. I just like, oh, well, this is where I'm living now. I didn't have anything. It was just like, this is where I'm living. And, please forgive me, Jesus. I've always begged for the forgiveness. I used to steal things. Like, it was just like, well, I'm hungry. I got nowhere to live. Like, well, what do you want? And I was like, Dad was saying, oh, where were? And I go, you didn't really look, so who cares? Like, I know these things. I don't have to um, look at it because my mum was somewhere and my dad was an interstate truck driver. So I was left with someone who wasn't really my family, who didn't really appreciate my being and living. So I left and said, well, I'm on my own anyway, so I may as well start trying to make it. And through the years, me and dad tried to make it happen again. And he always, it was always, I was a problem because I smoked weed and dad didn't like weed. And I'm just like, well, too bad. Like, if you're going to do it, fine. I didn't, like, I hardly ever drank. He's just, oh, you smoke weed. I was like, whatever. Like, heaps of people smoke weed. Some of the smartest people in the world smoke weed. Like, this nonsense of it's this and that. It's just like, it's bullshit. It's absolute nonsense. Like, some of the smartest people in the world smoke weed. I guarantee you, Elon Musk has smoked weed. I guarantee you, Joe Rogan smokes weed all the time. Like, some of the smartest people in the world smoke weed. So it's just nonsense. And just this is when I like it took me a long, long time, and eventually here in Hammerhand and Chronic to understand what cucks, simps, and betas are. And unfortunately, my dad was one of them words, and I was just like, because of the way he taught me how women and how he treats women in relationships and everything. It was just like, this is just like a spitting thing of what Hammerhand and Chronic are talking about. Like, you're just being a cuck. Like, you let women just run over the top of you, and it's just like there are like they have little bits. Oh, I won't give you this, or I won't give you that. It's just like, yeah, but you're still doing that and this and that. And what hit the nail on the head is when my dad said, "Oh, you should go with a single mother." And then I hear Dead Chronic and Hammond say, "Never go with a single mother. It's a bad idea for a man because you will never be happy. You will always be second. So what's the point? What's the point of going into a relationship if you're going to live your life and it's just going to be miserable for you? What is the point of that?" And when I heard that, that explained it. Is like, why would I go put myself in a relationship with a woman who's got kids where I'm going to be miserable and sad as F because this woman's like, my kids are first, I'm doing this, and you have to sit in the corner. I'll be like, I'd rather be alone. I'd rather be by myself if a woman's going to treat me like trash. Like, they want all these things for them, but they don't want to make you happy. They don't want to love you. And it's just like, well, what's the point? But then it stuffs them up because the funniest thing is men talk to each other and we tell each other what women do. And women still don't understand this. But they come out with all this crap. Like, you see them on TV with their serious looks going, blah, blah. It's just like, who the hell are you talking to? Like, I get mates telling me some of the stuff that women have done, and I'm just like, oh my God. And I'm like, how long did that take? And they're like, oh, one night. Got a few drinks, took her home, bang, bang, bang away. And I'm just like, and she made that guy wait for how long? Yeah, man. It took me no time at all. And I'm just like, yep, that answers every question I need to know. You know, women will make the good guy wait, but bad boy Bobby, she's got his pants down around his ankles, and she's giving him, what for? Slurpy Sam. Like, and people will say, "Oh, you're just desperate," and I'm like, desperate for what? What am I desperate for? A woman. I go, I don't even know what that is. I've had relationships. The longest one I had was 7 years, and I was just like, this girl doesn't even love me. This is pointless. Okay, women don't know how to love a man for some reason. Well, they probably do, but you're not the one they love, so they put in little effort. Like, they do little things to say, "Oh, I love you," and it's like, that's not saying you love me. You don't get it. So, because I've heard when a woman loves a man, like men who've been in relationships still this day say, "Yeah, my woman does this, that, that." I'm just like, wow, what the hell is that? You just like, I've never experienced that. And it's like, oh, you've never been in love. Obviously not. You know, I've had women who've cooked for me and everything, but yeah, just not the thing that I've heard men get from women. It's just like showing that they love their man. Like, I've been like this for so long. It's normal for me. This is normal for me to be alone, sitting here by myself. This is normal for me. It's nothing different. Like, so saying who hurt you, insecurity, oh, you're desperate and all that. I'm just like, when? I'm sitting at home. I'm not going to clubs and pubs and signing up to dating apps and that. I'm not doing it. I don't care about it. It's just like, why should I? Why should I go looking for something that doesn't love me? What is the point of that? Tell me. Tell me what is the point? Oh, just try, No, no. You didn't love me in the start. You won't love me in the end. You won't love me in the middle. There's no point to it. I don't want to hear bullshit. I'm sick of hearing bullshit come out of your mouths. If you can't be honest and tell the truth, then piss off. Then just piss off. Like, leave me that alone. I don't need to hear your garbage. I've heard it all my. I remember going through all the way from high school to, I think I lasted like a month at college, and I was like, I'm going to get a job. This is shit. I was living in a flat by myself and going to college, and I'm like, I'm going to get a job. This sucks. So I went and got a job. I had 2 jobs. And this is where I learned it's not how hard you work or having a job. That's just bullshit. The government wants you to work so they can pay taxes. They don't care about you living and building and all that. That's up to you about what job you're going to have to help you build and how smart you are. This work hard shit, it's a lie. It's how smart you are. How smart you are to get cash. Don't believe work hard. I've seen people who are obese who have millions and millions of dollars. They didn't work hard for it. They were smart. Very smart people. So yeah, that's nonsense. But what was I on again? Like yeah, so all my life, and I just don't want to hear the shit anymore. I'm over it. I'm 43, and the shit is the same, and it's the same bullshit lies that they keep telling, saying, "Oh, be nice," blah blah blah. No, that's a crock of shit. Every man knows that bad men are getting the women. A majority of bad men are getting the women, not the good men. That's a big answer to all the questions on women. That is a massive answer to the questions of men. Of women saying we want a good man and blah blah blah, but then all the bad men tell all the good men, oh yeah, I had her, and then you try and lie to us to say where are the good men. It's bullshit, and people have got to stop lying about it. Tell the freaking truth. I'm sick of it. I'm sick to death of this world constantly lying and then trying to say it's the truth when it's not. When all the facts and stats have come out about dating apps, they've done like tests on dating apps and proven that 80% of women look at 10% of men. To me, that's pretty inhumane. It's pretty garbage. If you see that, that's the answer. The women are that uptight on themselves that they think they all deserve a small amount of men, that the rest of the men are garbage as far as are concerned. When you know yourself, that is absolutely disgusting and a lie. When they're sitting there saying, "Where are all the good men?" and they've done experiments to find out the truth, and that's what it comes back with. 80% of women are only going after 10% of men. They're all chasing the same man. That gives men a pretty good answer on women, on how uptight you actually think you are. But if a man does that, it's, oh, you're being misogynistic and all the word salad you can think of, which actually contradicts you basically all your bullshit. And I don't like I only know a few people who say this type of stuff because it's about as honest as they want to be, because then they are too mindset on money that they just end up just going all the money and not being human, not having any heart. Like it is money is important. Yes, very, it is important, but it is also evil. It's very evil. I'm not against people having money. I'm not against rich people. That's where you're wrong. I'm for rich people because they're smart. We need them so they can, fix up. If they're smart, they'll fix up the planet so it ends up being better for the future. There's only a few rich people like that, though. A lot of them are greedy pricks. Where there are some rich people who are really good human beings trying to help. And we all know who they are, so I don't need to mention names. So I'm not against people being rich and making money as long as they use it in God's will. Like they're trying to help humanity. If they're rich, I'm not against that. I love that. I'm like, praise you. You're trying to be a good human being. Like God bless you. I'm not against people being rich or wealthy, as long as they're trying to do a better thing for humanity. Because at the moment, there's not enough of rich or who are trying to make us like that's because we've got too many people up the top who are greedy. It's not all of them. Rich people and wealthy people, not against them. If they're doing good thing for the world and countries and that, God bless them. But if there have been these rich and wealthy guys who are just greedy pricks who want to keep treading on the people underneath them, it's not helping. I'm not against rich people, but there are a lot of rich and wealthy people who are just greedy sacks of shit. It's not all of them. And we've seen who the rich good ones are because they're trying to provide things for humanity to keep going forward. So I respect them rich people, them wealthy rich people. I respect them because they are trying. But the other ones, no, I've got no respect for them. They're just pieces of garbage to me. So, and you know, we've got to change the world. You know, and it's just, I guess I'm just and I must be in the wrong place or wrong planet, or wrong time period, or whatever, because I don't believe in this. I don't believe we're going the right way. I reckon a lot of people, like it's not just it's like I said, I I respect good rich people and good wealthy people. Don't respect bad wealthy people or bad rich people. But this is also with the middle class and poor people. Like, what are we doing? Like, the children are going to suffer, like big time. It's just you can see it. You can't keep having this inflation problem and the rich and poor going massively. It's not going to work, and it's even harder. Like I feel sorry for the young men coming through because you women are so demanding. Like, and your attitudes suck. Like they're so turn off, and you think you're tough. You're not tough. Stop thinking you're tough and you can fight. Can't. Stop talking shit. Look, I like what I used to. Women who were martial artists, and they were very, very good, but still, they don't have the bone structure and density of a man. Like the strength and power is massive in anything. It's like it's a trait and a talent given to men for a reason. So if something like it's not just for someone coming to attack you, that's a man. It's also against like if you like I think he's all forget back in the past there wasn't all these fences and gates and everything to protect you from wild animals. So back then there were wild animals everywhere, and your man he was there at the front center going, "You touch my family, I'm killing you." That's what his job was. And what women are doing today, they're taking that from men. Like saying the most outrageous, dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. Like saying go live with a bear. I'm just thinking, have you seen a bear in the wild? Yeah, they're not playing with you. A bear would rip you to smithereens in seconds. Like they're not little. Go watch a documentary and see how tall a bear is when he's scratching his back. Like a big grizzly. The They look like moving tanks with legs, with claws. Like, you women are stupid. Like, when you think you're funny, you're not. You're idiots. Like, I remember watching that thing on that, what's that? The What's Up podcast, and that chick's going, I'm a whore, thank you for being a whore. Basically, that's all it was kind of about. So I'm a whore, I'm a whore, I'm a whore. And I'm just like, thank you for paying, like, all the young guys who are paying for OnlyFans. So she props herself up like she's some gorgeous girl when she's barely even a five. Like, and she can't thank you for the money. We're going to keep being in whores and that. And I'm like, could you be a father or mother of that? Telling she's a whore. And she's proud to be a whore. Like, when she gets older, like every man does this, when she gets older to about 40, she's going to go, oh, I want to settle to get married. And I'm going to go, no. So what do you mean? Oh, that's insecure. No. Oh, hang on, it's frozen. Oh, it froze. Oh, it froze for a bit. Oh, well, continues now. But, like, they don't understand when they get to my age, you're not a man, you're a woman. And every man's got the same question. Why are you not married? And how many dicks have you had in you? That is the first thing they're going to say. Any man with half a brain. Why are you single? And how many dicks have you had in you? Because if you cannot say who you truly are, that will show a man how honest and true you are. Because if you lie straight away, he's like, nah, done. You lied straight away. And we know. We know when you lie because we can look at you and make that judgment and then just hear what comes out of your mouth and go, yep, bang. And then you go, well, and you go, well, you lied. And you're like, oh, no, well, there's only this many. And you're just like, well, you lied. That's the first mistake. Like, and you always go, oh, men lie. It's always like a childish game with women when you're playing with them. It's just like, you say one thing and they're it's just like, what is it? Whatever the games you used to play as a kid, like, it takes one to know one and shit like that. That's women 101. They don't want to ever lose an argument. And I've heard guys say, well, I never argue with women. I'm like, why not? If she wants to swing at me, better be prepared for a swing back. You have no right to touch me. And I have every right to speak my mind if I know it's right. And if you don't like it and you swing at me, well, and you hit me, well, guess what? I will hit you with everything I got. And make sure you know never to do it again. That you are meant to respect men. If you want men to respect you, you have to respect men. It's just natural. It's just normal. Like, I hear so many men, oh, don't argue with women. It's like, where are your balls, man? Well, you just can't. Yes, you can. If you are right, you have every right to say what is right, and you never back down from it, no matter who it is. All this shit. Oh, you never. I'm like, what? So what? Be a pussy and let a woman walk all over you? Like, no. What? Either be nice to me or piss off. I'll be nice to you if you're nice to me, but if you're not, get stuffed. I'm sick of people saying, "Oh, well," and it's like, no, I'm not doing it. These are just things. It's been a long conversation. I'm talking a lot more now, so. But yeah, if women think when they get older that a man is going to be with them when they're older, they are kidding themselves. Because the first thing a man is thinking of is how many dicks have you had in you, and why Are you single? Why did you not get married when you were young? That's the first thing that is coming out of every man's mouth, whether you like it or not. They're going to say, what is your body count? And if you lie about it, you're done. You were done. There is no comeback. If you don't correctly tell the number of your body count, you're done. It's over. It's not going to work. I mean, it probably won't work anyway if it's more than two. Like, the guy's just going to go, nah, definitely not. And you're going to, insecure. No, it's not insecure. It's smart. You can play your insecure card all you want. It's actually smart that a man doesn't do it. It's actually smart that he turns around and walks away and goes, no, thank you. You had plenty of chances, obviously, in your other how many bodies you've got, and you decided you thought you were too good for that. Well, you can suffer the consequences. So I'm sorry, ladies. Get someone when you're young and love them properly, like fully love them. Don't just I feel sorry for them and all that horse shit. No, actually love the person you're with and do whatever you have to for that person. Like you want a man to do, guess what? You have to too. There's no free rides. No free rides. If you like, this is one thing. Women want you to give them something. This is the new era, the new modern woman. She wants you to give her money. When you say, okay, you want money, well, best you be doing 1,000%. But that's not that to me. I wouldn't do it. If a woman don't want to love me 100,000,000%, just by being me and her being her, not happening. She can't love me full on for the rest of my life, then she can F off. I'm not putting up with bullshit. I'm not putting up with half-assed, no love garbage. Either you do it properly, as God wants you to do it, or you go. You leave me alone. You go play with all the other boys. You go play your little materialistic world because you can't carry it with you into heaven. All enjoy it because if you're not a part, if you knock on the door and he doesn't let you in, there's nothing I can say. He's the one who wrote the book, said what love is, told us what to do. So you know. Well, I was meant to have a shower, so I'm gonna have a shower now. Um, praise Jesus. Jesus is God. Read the Bible. It says it right there. I know I upset people, but you know what? I don't care. I'm sick of people thinking they can tell me what I can and can't say. Okay? You don't have that right. I'm a human being. I'm not saying, anything about fires or anything that's the main ones they reckon. Okay? I am talking about things that are happening in life. And if you seem to think that I'm not allowed to speak, then you are being all them things that you scream at everybody. You're being the fascist. You're being the oppressor. You're being the commie, the socialist. You're the one doing all that. All these BLM, Antifa, climate change. It's all garbage. It's all utter nonsense from people who were just trying to scam. Like when BLM came, why was BLM in Australia? Like I didn't understand that. It was about George Floyd, and George Floyd was apparently a criminal. So I don't like. See, this is what I think. Because he was black, we make a song, but he's a freaking criminal. Like, what he's doing. I don't care if you're white or black. If you're a criminal, you're a criminal. You don't get away because of your skin tone. White or black, criminal, jail. See you later. And don't. And I'm sick of criminals going, "Don't be a snitch." You're a freaking criminal, dickhead. You've already been a snitch. You're a criminal. Hello, criminal. Where's your brain? Did you leave it on the carriage train that was just left the station? I think it departed. Oh, you're a snitch. You're a criminal idiot. You break the law. What are you trying to have a code of ethics of a criminal? Like this stupid nonsense with people have got brain damage. Like, I'm a criminal. Don't be a snitch. I'm like, no, that's called the street code, and it's got nothing to do with being a criminal. It's you're looking out for your family, and you don't snitch on your family. But if they're a freaking criminal and they're doing bad things, that's against the family. Oh no, it's no. If you're putting heat on your own family, that's going against the family. But if you're all criminals, you're all criminals. Like, I'm sick of playing this stupid game. If you're a criminal, you're a criminal. You're not a good Samaritan. Or don't snitch, dickhead. You're a criminal. Sorry for swearing, Jesus, but they just don't understand. They sit there, go, "Don't be a snitch." And I'm like, you're a criminal. Do you understand what a criminal is? It's a person not doing the right thing. And then you want someone not to snitch, so you want them to do the right thing while you're doing not the right thing. Can you explain that to me? Oh, it's the criminal code. It's called criminal stupidity. Trying to think you're smart by saying that no, you're a criminal. You mean nothing to when you're speaking like that. It's just stupidity. So, all right, I'm not done. I just wanted to say that. Yeah, I've said some weird things tonight, like who I'm attracted to and all that. Oh, okay. You want me to say? Would I? Would I? Let's put it this way. I wouldn't because of God, but in some way that it was ever possible, yes. And if you want to know, I'm talking about Beyonce. Who wouldn't? How many guys have said some dumb shit about her? But I wouldn't be like Kevin Hart. That would never happen. There'd be no going through shit and eating booty. That just wouldn't happen. I'm like, that's dumb. Oh yeah, I do. I think Beyonce is a honey. Like, she's a honey, but she's evil. She's got evil in her. Like, you can see by who she hangs around. Like she's got evil. She needs Jesus. Like, yeah, like, yeah. I mean, I'm not a fan of Nicki Minaj. I think she's too plastic. I mean, each to their own. A lot of people think she's hot. Me, I'm like, nah, she's too plastic. She looks really, really shiny, like she is plastic, and it's just like that. Just looks unnatural to me. And I'm ugly, dude. So it's like you're sitting there saying, "Oh, I have to change all this." So what were you used to be alike? Like, what can you say to people? You're plastic. You've changed the way you look. So the last thing you should be saying to anybody is about appearance when you changed your own. And like talking about real and fake and all that, like you can't talk about that because you weren't happy with the way you looked and you went and changed it. So you changed to not be really who you were. That's the definition of fake. I mean, I love Nicki Minaj. She's like, sounds like a sweetheart, but you did what you did. I mean, forgive me if I say something outlandish to you, but that's the truth. And if you don't like it, well, you can talk to Jesus Christ about it because he told me to be truth. Do I hate? No, I don't hate you. I actually think you sound like a lovely person, but some of the things that really pissed me off, like one song that pissed me off was Anaconda. Like that's just basically, yeah, it's a song to say I'm a piece of shit because I don't have an anaconda dick, and it's just like, no worries. Another like, fair enough. Like I'm not like it is what it is. You just got to take it as a man. You just got to okay, no worries. And that's the life. That's the life the life I've got to live for all my life, and and you got to understand that. Like humans have got to understand this. It's like you live a life for all your life, then you die, then you go to Judgment Day, and it's like so many people just like to trash other humans. It's like you do understand this is for life and what you're doing to other people. Like I'm ashamed of things I've done because I understand this now. It's like, do you understand you're doing this to human beings and they got to go through this for the whole life, and you're seeing people who can't handle it and they commit suicide because of arsehole people. Like, and men are doing it like rapidly, and no one's saying like it's not gonna stop. It's not gonna be finished because until someone holds, no offense, women, until women are held accountable for some of the shit they do, the suicide rate for men is not going to decline. It's going to stay as it is. It's going to get worse because as a man, I'll tell you right now, like because I don't care and nothing, but men who do care, like when I was younger, with the amount of shit that women put on men, yeah, like you can lie all you want, but I will tell you right now, the most thing that kills men is women. Women are the reasons men commit suicide, or it's suicide, divorce, uh, losing your kids. It's nothing else. Everyone likes to always put on, oh, I committed suicide. No, 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 no. The main reason men commit suicide is because of women. And we'll take it to the bank if you want. The main reason men commit suicide is because of women. And it's never going to get addressed. It's always something else. And they say, oh, men, we'll give you a helpline. That's not helping it because until you hold them accountable, until you hold women accountable, men are going to keep killing themselves. Because a woman, like, I'll give you an example because I know this has happened. This is just knowledge of knowing men. A woman, she'll go cheat on a man. She'll come back and tell the guy she's with, the man she's cheated on, oh, this man, he had a bigger dick. I'm leaving, blah, blah, blah. The next thing you know, that guy that she's absolutely belittled has hung himself from the ceiling, kicked a chair out, snapped his neck, and committed suicide because a girl has absolutely belittled him, just ruined his whole life, and he killed himself. And you all sit there and never hold women accountable. Well, that guy killed himself because a woman trashed his whole life. That's just one story, and how many men are committing suicide, and they're all very similar to that, and it never gets addressed. And women will be sitting there going, "Oh no, no, no," now because they'll probably hear me saying this. No, that's dead on serious. What you women say to some men can kill them. They will kill themselves because of what you say to them, and you don't care. You're just selfish. What you say to men can kill them, and it's not nice. And that hurts me when I hear a man killing himself over a woman. Every time I know what it's for. I'm like, why? Why? Stop doing it. We've got to stay alive so we can stop this. Because the more men die from committing suicide and not addressing it, instead, all these men who think they come together and speak up, say something, stop letting women do this to you. Enough. Stop killing yourself over women. Enough. Grab whatever balls or whatever you got and start speaking. Start speaking out about it and saying, no, this woman trashed me. She said this to me. It's absolutely ripped my life to pieces. What am I meant to do? I feel like killing myself. Like, this is what it does to me. Like, speak up. Don't sit in the corner. That's not going to help the future men down the road. You have to make a sacrifice, come to the table and say, nah, this is what's going on. It keeps happening. I've had enough of it. I nearly killed myself the other day. Like blah blah blah. Do that because I won't kill myself. I love Jesus Christ. He's my Lord and Savior, and He is the master. He's the boss. He is everything. And whatever I say, I know is truthful. And I don't have to care what any other human says about it. I don't. I have the love of Jesus in my heart. And man, stop letting them do that to you. Stop it. You're not any of their word salad crap that they want to spew onto you about being a man or man up or all that garbage. No. God has made you a man. And He wants you to stand up and speak the truth. He doesn't want you to be a coward. He loves you. He wants you to stand up and He wants you to show God that you love Him and He'll have your back. Man, please, please do not kill yourself over a freaking woman. Ask Him and He will help you. He doesn't care about sex and how big it is, how much money. God does not care about that because when you die, you go to heaven like angels. You don't have your flesh anymore. So all this nonsense about sex and everything and blah, 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 get it out of your head. Speak to the Father. Ask Jesus to help you and stand and speak the truth. Stop killing yourselves over women. Stop it. I'm a man and I don't want you to kill yourself over a bloody female. I'm sick of hearing men kill themselves over women. Enough. Stop it. Stand strong. Be a man. And men will back you. Stop thinking all men will not back your brothers. That's bullshit. Every man is ready to stand with their mates over this. Because they've all suffered it. They've all gone through it. We've had enough of it. Stop sitting in the corner. Stop hiding. Come to your brothers and we will help you. We will not let women trash you. Enough. Like we don't hate women. No, we don't hate women. But we want the order back. We want God's order back. Because it was working. God's order works. Okay, so please, man, stop. Stop killing yourself over dumb shit. It's dumb. God loves you. I love you. Stop it. Tell the truth. Get on the camera by yourself or whatever you have to do and tell the world. Man, we've got to do it. It's now or never. Start coming out and saying what's going on because we can't continue down this track. Because I'm sick of hearing men killing themselves over women. It's the biggest thing that pisses me off. Of men killing themselves over women because she wants to be an asshole. Like, no, man, stop it. And this is another message to all you so-called good women out there. Call yourselves Christians and that. Well, do me a favour. If you are Christians, I think it's time you held your sisters accountable. Because I'm sick of seeing men killing themselves over women because they want some material world utopia garbage Disney crap. I'm sick of it. You're meant to love your brothers in Christ, not kill them because he doesn't have a big dick or he's not built chiseled like Thor. He's not got the money of Yay. He's not as tall as a giant. Like just stupid, dumb shit that is just unholy, just not nice. Just it's and and it sends a guy to a grave that was probably one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet, but because he wasn't hung like a horse or whatever, he kills himself because you wanted to be selfish. Like, no. I remember I met a chick and she it was like she was seeking attention. She's like, I'm going to kill myself. I'm going to kill myself. And I'm like, shut up. Men kill themselves and actually do it. They don't. They don't go. I'm going to kill myself. They just go and kill themselves. And I don't want them to kill themselves. I love my brothers. No, I'm a Christian. I'm not gay. I love my brothers. I want them to strive and build a mad country. I want them to build a great civilization for God to see He can be proud of us. That's what I want. I want God to be proud of His creation. Not seeing it as a sex pit. I was caught up in the world and it destroyed me. Just lied to by weak men and women. Weak men and weak and women. You know, they trashed my life, told me, oh, just go have sex, go do this. And then I go read history, I read the Bible, and I'm like, oh, thanks, Dad and Mum and all her friends. You basically sent me to hell. So now I've got to beg God for forgiveness. It's just like, this has been my life, you know? But on that, I'm going to go have a shower and talk for a bit. Yes, Beyonce, I think you're hot. And I wish I could have a penis like Jay-Z, and then maybe you could see how a man is meant to treat a woman. Because that guy sucks. That guy, like, he's only got Beyonce because he's well hung, because he's a retard. And he's got money and well hung, because the guy's a douchebag. Like, he's the most ungentleman-like person I've ever seen. Like people say, Ye is that. No, they have already pointed the finger at Ye before he's even got an interview. Have you seen how they treat him? Ye will be there. Oh, Ye, we're going to attack you straight away without saying hello. How you going? And it's just like, give the guy a break. Like, how would you feel being attacked like that? He's only a human. Like, but Jay-Z, I can't. That guy comes off as an arrogant prick. And that's something I just, nah. Whereas I understand why Ye is mad, like angry at people, because he gets attacked. He gets attacked. They threaten to take his kids away. Like, I'd be ropeable. And that's why I understand why he's angry. And they don't want him to talk. It's like, you can't say this, you can't say that. And I'm like, what? Yes, Ye can say that. It's called free speech. And if you listen to that song, How Hitler, it's pretty deep. That's what he's talking about. He's talking about you suppressing him, taking his kids, trying to take his kids from him. It was all in the song if you listen to it. Everything you were whinging about, he put in the song and then said Hail Hitler, and Hail Hitler's all you heard. You didn't listen to the whole song up to the reason he said Hail Hitler. Because if you actually listen to the song, yeah, it's not what you think it is. He's calling out people who are trying to trash his life. So it's serious to him, which I hope God is on his side and protects him and helps him through this. You know, I'm and what they did to Candace Owens, like, I don't agree with everything Candace Owens says and does, but she's allowed to talk. Like, you can't oppress her words. Like, that's wrong. Every human knows that is wrong. Like Candace Owens, if you don't agree with her, don't listen to her. If you have a different opinion, talk to her. But don't just go, she can't speak. You can't say that. That's not free speech. That's called oppression. That's saying you think you are the boss of Candace Owens and you can tell her what to do. No. No, I hope people protect her. I don't agree with everything she says, but she's a lady, and whatever she's done, she's done. But she deserves her freedom. Like, come on. If you disagree with her, have a conversation with her and make her change her mind. I don't agree with everything she says. Sometimes I think she's a bit of a lunatic, but I respect her freedom to speak. Is she a feminist? Yes. She has a lot of shit I don't like because she's a feminist. I hate feminism. And she says she's not, but she is. She's a feminist. A bit like Megan Kelly and I. They're all feminists. But out of all of them, I can stand Candace Owens because she's gone through a bit of shit because she went against the grain. Like I noticed that with a lot of black people, if they go against the Democrat Party, they're like hated. And it's just like, why? Because they don't have the same opinion as you. Okay, yes, I think Candace Owens is a pretty girl too. Well, you just want me to be honest, and that's she's a pretty girl, but she's out there. She's like a strong girl, but I don't agree with all of her stuff. It's just like, yeah, I'll pass on that one, nutcase. Like, but we're all nutcase. But yeah, I couldn't handle a girl like that. Like it'd be like, I'm the man, you're the woman. If you want me to lead, you're gonna have to bring it down a bit. Like, a man is like, I'll protect you, but if you go too far outside, where you're bringing the attack on me, I'm like, no, that's not happening. If I have to bring an attack on me, I'm going to be the one doing it. So, but I do and don't respect her, but I'm not going to completely hate her. But yeah, what they're doing to her is wrong. But she did call out. She's another one who called out the elite Jews, and they got shit saying, "Oh, you're being anti-Semite," and it's not anti-Semite. They're not calling out every single Jew. They're calling out a certain group of Jews who are in power who are making their life difficult. That's why Ye and Candace are calling them out. It's not directed at every single Jew. It's not. And Candace has still got that feminist emotion in her. That's why she feels for the people dying in Gaza. Okay? Everyone does. But everyone's got to remember that they did attack Israel, and Israel's defending their country. I'm sorry, but you picked a fight with the wrong person, and that's what happened. It's bad. It's sad to see what's happening over there, obviously. But you picked a fight with Israel, who has better weaponry than you. You are asking for trouble, and you play victim. You can't. I'm sorry, Palestine. Your leaders picked a fight with Israel, who is far superior in weaponry, and you're getting annihilated because you picked a fight with them. And it's sad. Like it shouldn't happen. You know. I hope God forgived a lot of yous and eased the pain and took you to his home, his house. But a lot of yous don't believe in Jesus, so you wouldn't be going there. Um, it's sad. It's really sad to see what's happening over there. But you are what you eat. The way you put yourselves across to people, it's like that's like you'd be amazed if you come to my country. Like you'd go, what's this? It's like this is how civilized people live. Like, what do you mean? If you didn't have such a rogue, insane culture, you might be able to actually live like this. But you are just from what we see, everything is just psycho. It's just like there's no love in it. But yeah, that's another one. Like, I just don't like it when people try and oppress people's free speech. It's shit. You know. Anything else I want to say? Or what girls are like? Because that's the first thing everyone's like, oh, you like this girl, you like that girl. And they're women. Of course, I'm attracted to women because I'm not gay, but I don't give up my freedom to be with a woman. Are they hot? Yeah, whatever. But they do your head in. As soon as they start commanding, commanding and demanding stuff, it's just like you are really you don't get it. I'm not doing that. Well, I'm this. I don't care how good looking you are. I'm not budging. Like it's just not happening. I'm the worst person to try and ask to do anything if you got a vagina. It won't happen. I'll just go, oh well, I guess I miss out on sex. I don't care. Like it's not that important to me. I haven't had it most of my life, so whoopee do. Like it's like that's always a threat. I'm not going to give you sex, and I'm like, that's a shit threat to give to me. Like so. I mean, I better have a shower. I've been saying that for an hour and 15 minutes. I've been just dribbling shit, but it's a bit of fun. Like it gives people something they can poke the bear with. But it doesn't bother me. I know I'm not gay. I know I'm attracted to women, but I'm not playing their games. I'd rather be alone. But I'm not gay, so what kind of women am I attracted to? I already told you, African and Asian women. I like Latino women too. Like they're hot. I used to really like Jennifer Lopez until I heard what happened to Ben Affleck. That poor guy, man. Far out putting up with that headache. Like what come out was like she just treated him like garbage, and it's like poor guy. And like I'll listen to that interview. He like sounds like a sometimes he's had his snappy bits, but he actually sounds like a decent dude, Ben Affleck. He doesn't sound too bad. Well, he might be a trashy person if I don't really know him that much. I've only seen movies and glimpses. I don't really know the dude. But he came across an interview as a reasonable guy. So people say he's snobby because he's a Hollywood dude. Well, most of them are, but he is in stardom, so I just hope he's not a part of all that other bullshit. Because everyone likes Mel Gibson because he's not a part of the shit and he just says it as it is. So, other hot chicks. I liked I liked that girl in Notorious movie, the one who's the little cutie who plays Little Kim. She's so much hotter than Little Kim. Notori, whatever her name is, like she's a very attractive girl. Like for me, she is. Like I'm ugly, man. Like so, I don't have the standards of everyone else. So a girl like that's probably going to be hot to me. And you're probably going to think she's ugly. So I don't know. Um, like for white girls, like I used to like Jennifer Aniston. And then I heard that I don't know if it's true or not that she hasn't had kids. Like what? How did she not have kids? Like she was attractive. Like and yeah, so I don't understand what she was doing. I'm not like if she had some problems, I'm sorry, I apologize, forgive me. But because like she was a beautiful girl, like you'd think she'd have kids everywhere. That's why I didn't understand why Brad Pitt left Jennifer Aniston for Angelina Jolie. Angelina Jolie looked like she got stung with a fish and her lips exploded. Like, I used to everyone go, oh, she's so hot. And I look at her lips and go, she looks like she's been stung by a bee in the lips. Like, I mean, Jennifer Aniston ended up having the droopy face, but she still kept her athletic body. Like, her body was banging when she was older. And it's like, holy shit, you kept looked after yourself. You know? Who else do you got? Haley Berry. Like, for her age, like, I'm an ugly dude, so she'll turn me on. Like, she's a honey. Haley Berry. Who else you got? Like Haley Berry in Last Boy Scout. Holy dooly. She was smoking in Last Boy Scout. Oh, and then Swordfish, like, I swear she either made herself wear that outfit when Hugh Jackman was there, or they put it up because that was basically showing everything she had without showing everything she had. Like she was wearing a skirt where it was just above her private part, and the top was basically showing her breasts and everything. It's just like, is she doing this on purpose on the movie? Going, ha, it's like sneaky woman. but these are the things you got to understand about women. They do these things and then say, "Oh, we're not this," and it's like, whatever. I don't really care. When I was young, Britney Spears, uh, she's the same age as me, Britney Spears. And when she came out, it was like this girl's the same age as me, and she was hot as anything. But then she went crazy like a lunatic. And everyone's going, "Oh, that's even awesome." I go, "No, you can take your crazy lunatics with you." Well, on that, I'm going to leave this and praise Jesus.